Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Roast podcast, where we dive into the stories behind the most exciting ventures in the coffee world. Today, we're thrilled to have Alyssa and Lauren from the Sip Society joining us. These dynamic entrepreneurs have taken the pop-up coffee scene by storm, bringing their love for coffee and community to all events all over. From their signature banana bread syrup to their plans for a brick-and-mortar shop, Alyssa and Lauren share their journey, challenges, and their sweet taste of success. Let's jump into their inspiring story. Alyssa and Lauren, welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having us. We're doing pretty good. We had a busy morning, but here we are. We're excited to be here.
You guys are crushing it right now with your pop-ups. It's like crazy how things have started from the beginning to where you're at right now. Like, how's that going so far?
Yeah, it's been
Been
busy. I'll
busy,
take
yeah.
it.
Definitely been crazy busy. We are booking a bunch of private events, weddings, baby showers, bridal showers, corporate events.
Yeah, it definitely, we thought the winter would slow down a little bit, because we started this only last summer, but winter has even been pretty busy for us, mostly with more like private event stuff. So we haven't been able to see everybody as much as we typically like with the pop-ups, but we're hoping to get those back soon.
Especially for summertime.
Yeah,
Getting outside.
get back outside.
So can you give us like a description on like how did this whole adventure start for you guys? Like who's the creative mind of Sip Society?
I would say it's pretty even. We decided this. It was very spur of the moment. Like, Alyssa and I have been best friends since,
Like elementary school.
Yeah.
We were in like second grade, maybe.
yeah. And last summer, we just decided we've always wanted to work for ourselves and do something of our own. And we both love coffee so much. And then I don't even really know how.
Yeah, I think we were just like talking about starting something together, doing a business, just something we love, which is coffee.
Yeah.
And
And then thought we
and
could
we
just
don't really
bring
know how
coffee to people instead.
both work full time, so we were like, we can't open something up. The mobile part of it is good.
Yeah.
Cut you off.
To bring it to people instead. And then everything just kind of snowballed from there. We did so much research because there's a lot that goes into like the legalities of being able to be a mobile coffee cart. So that took some time. And then we had our cart built, just went for it. And we were
Yeah.
winging it for sure. In the beginning, we had to learn everything. Neither of us were baristas before this. So we had a lot of huge learning curve.
We had customer service experience in our life, like
Yeah.
jobs of like growing up and stuff.
Mhm.
So that was very helpful. But a lot of it we still had to learn because it
Yeah.
was just us running it and handling it and
Yeah.
working.
We lean on our roaster a lot too, Chris's Coffee. And they've been incredibly helpful to us and have taught us so much. So we're very grateful to them.
Yeah, that's good. And like how long did it took you guys to perfect your drinks? Like keep on like testing and then create the drinks as you were starting?
Yeah, that took a bit of time.
Yeah, because we have different tastes in coffee
Mhm.
flavors anyways, because like the flavors I love, like, and
Yeah.
then Lauren doesn't, and then vice versa. So that actually has been kind of
It's a little
challenging,
tricky, but it's honestly good that we have such different
Yeah.
palettes, I feel like, because everybody has different palettes than us even. But it took us a while to curate our menus and come up with it. We're on TikTok a lot. So we test a lot of TikTok recipes and then kind of alter them to make them work for us.
And the
Um,
different seasons is super helpful though, because
Yeah.
then it shortens our list of like flavors and
Yeah.
syrups and stuff, which is helpful. Like Christmas time, that's easy, but it's been challenging.
Yeah. And the banana bread is now like our
Yeah.
signature one.
Our
So
best.
we tried a bunch of we wanted to have at least one signature flavor that everybody kind of hopefully will end up knowing us for. And so we tried a bunch of different house-made syrups and landed on the banana bread, which is still my favorite to this day. And it's definitely our
Best.
best seller.
Yeah.
Still, people are loving it. So that was the goal with that. And now we're bottling that as well and selling it at pop-ups, which is a new thing for us. We've only done it a couple times, but we're hoping to keep that going as well.
It's crazy because I seen it on TikTok just a couple minutes ago that you have your banana bread, like you're selling it separate, like the syrup or the sauce or whatever. And it's just pretty cool to see that on TikTok. And I'm like, oh, look at this, something to talk about now, something to add into the podcast.
Yeah, that was really fun to do. I mean, it's a lot of work making all of that syrup for sure.
Yeah, and that was
But
recent too that we
yeah,
just did that. But yeah,
yeah, and we just
ma
dropped today some candles, some banana
banana
bread
bread latte.
scented candles.
Yes.
Yes, which are super excited
Ooh.
too. Yeah, they smell amazing. So hopefully we'll
So
get
when
those.
are you gonna bring the Buffalo's Bills brew back? Because that was my favorite when you first put that in St. Peter's and my first video with you guys, and I need that back.
That was
This
popular.
summer,
People
yeah.
did like it. How long did we have that for? Not long.
No, I think, yeah, till
Only a
like
few weeks.
October.
Yeah, you happened to get there at a good time to have the buffalo brew, the Bills
Yeah,
brew.
but yeah, we'll definitely bring that back. That's a good
Yeah.
summer one,
Yeah,
for
and
the
once
fall.
football season kicks up again, hoping the Bills can do something for us this year,
Yeah.
we'll definitely be bringing that back. We do have a similar flavor though coming out with our spring menu. The
Raspberry,
yeah,
white
like a
chocolate
ras
raspberry.
yeah, it's a white
Yeah.
chocolate raspberry, which is very similar to the Bills brew. So you have to give that one.
Is there any like plans for the future of opening a brick and mortar for you guys?
It's a
Yeah,
goal.
it's
It's a
definitely
goal.
a goal.
Um,
We're just so focused on the mobile
yeah.
part of it.
We're loving the catering
Yeah.
aspect of it right now, and we're loving the private events and the pop-ups. It is a goal
Yeah.
eventually
I mean, it would be awesome to be able to have that and, the mobile still
happening.
together, like, yeah, have both. But yeah, just focus right now on the mobile side of it. People love having us come to them for
Mhm.
their weddings, wherever their parties are.
Yeah, so I would say in the future, but not in the immediate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those of you sometimes get like tired of like unloading and loading to these pop-ups. You're like, man, I gotta set up again. You just want to have like a stationary spot where just people just come to you, you know?
Yeah. That
Absolutely. Absolutely, that is
our
the
cars
one
are
part.
taking a
Yeah, cars are taking a beating
Yeah.
at this point. So that part is tough because the setup and the teardown, I feel like, because once we're set up, it all looks great and wonderful, right? But it is a lot
a
of work.
lot.
Like
Yeah.
if we have a 4-hour pop-up, say, there's so much prep and cleanup that goes into it. It's probably actually more like a 9 or 10-hour day. So there's a lot that goes into these events that I feel like it's all behind the scenes and nobody really knows about. So we try and like film our TikToks and stuff to try and like just because it's interesting, I feel like for
Yeah.
people to see the behind the scenes. But like even a 2-hour event, that's really going to turn into like a 7 or 8 hour day. It's always a full day, regardless of how long the event is, which is
Mhm.
crazy.
Yeah.
Has you guys done a video on like your start of your day, like what the whole process is of setting up and then tearing down and how long your day is? Have you done a video like that? I haven't seen that.
Say this every time we're
Yeah.
together and we're unloading and packing. We always say we need to film ourselves
Mhm.
because we haven't yet, but we need to. We've
Yeah.
done some setting up videos just from setting
Yeah,
it
just
actually
the actual
up,
setup of the cart,
but never the tear down and never like the
cleanup
prepping the
prep.
banana bread the day before, or all the actual packing into our car from the
Yeah.
trailer and stuff.
Because everything starts multiple days before, probably about a week in advance of an event. And then the real actual packing and everything, like everything's happening at least the night before. So everything's starting the night before and then continues throughout the morning. We have other additional things to pack up. And then you finally make it to the event. You unload, you set up, do the event, and then you have to clean everything. We go to the commissary. We have to clean all of that. We have to then so we're unloading for that, then back up, and then unloading again at home. So it's like it's long. It's never ending.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into
Yeah.
it.
Do you guys currently work a full-time job and doing these pop-ups, or are you just focusing more on the pop-ups itself?
Both
Yeah.
work full time still.
Yeah, we're both still full time, like 9 to 5, Monday through Friday jobs. So we currently are mostly doing weekend events, but we are taking like some corporate events and stuff during the week when we can. Our jobs do give us like some flexibility with it, so we're able to. But yeah, so it's like we're working 7 days a week for sure for the past however 8, 9 months it's been since we've started
Yeah,
this. Yeah.
all worth it though.
Same thing with me. It's just like working a full-time job, being a father, doing all these like going around highlighting all these coffee shops and pop-up events and just doing that. It's just tiring. And then doing the podcast too. And I'm
Yeah.
like all over the place.
Yeah, it does seem like you're always out, like, doing coffee reviews all the time. Like, are you doing them every day of the week, or are you mostly doing multiple, like
On the weekends, I do multiple, and it's just nonstop.
Yeah.
Today, I went to a matcha cart pop-up. So that's something new now.
We just saw
Right?
that. We
Yeah.
were like, "We should reach out to them. It would be cool to, like, collab with them or something."
Yeah, I
Because
love
just
that.
that seemed really cool, the
It
Oreo.
looks so good.
Yeah, and that was her first actual, like she was going through the whole process of, like, what she had to go through to get the car, the
Mhm.
the licensing, all of this stuff with the counties, and then doing her first pop-up, and she did very good. She did very well. That Oreo matcha latte that I had was just phenomenal. It was really good.
Yeah, that's really cool because we are not into the whole matcha thing yet. It's still, like, we're learning it. We would like to get into it, but we saw that matcha cart. We're like, "What? That is so cool to just do strictly
Because there's
matcha."
so many different flavors you can do with matcha, like,
Mhm.
obviously Oreo, but I've seen a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'll just be, like, a lot of work, especially when you're doing coffee and then doing matcha. It's a lot. Like, you have to whisk it, and it
Mhm.
takes a lot more time, especially when you're doing these pop-ups. You have to keep your menu kind of, like, restricted because you don't wanna
Mhm.
have too much and overwhelm yourselves and then just be able to do like, one person's gotta focus on matcha, and the other person's gotta focus on the coffee aspect, and it just
Yeah.
maybe you have to split that between you guys if you ever wanted to do that, you know?
Yeah.
We did add some teas to our menu, but they're easier than the matcha. But yeah, they would take it's very time consuming. I've tried to teach myself matcha many
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
I'm like a matcha expert. I like know how to do the whisking, the temperatures, and then just it's the same thing like you mixing the same way. You just put in your milk and your normal syrups, and then you just pretty much like putting the matcha on top, and then next you know you're doing all these cold foams now. So that's
Mhm.
like the newest thing is like adding this cold foam or this like topping on it. It's just too much. I think like we need to like slow down a little bit when it comes to the craziness that's going on with these trends and
Mhm.
then some of it keeps on resurfacing over and over, and I think something new needs to start, you know? And I'm hoping you guys will come up with something new.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's all about the aesthetics and the toppings and the look and
Yeah.
everything right now, like, on TikTok, it's, like, more of it's honestly, you see coffees that are more of a whole meal almost at this point, like, you put a whole donut on
Yeah, it's
there,
like
you put a whole
Bloody Mary.
Yeah, it's
Coffee.
great. I mean, it is cool.
I mean, people love to see that though, like
Yeah.
even adding something as simple as sprinkles. But
Yeah.
like they do love to see that.
Yeah.
It's all about the decor of it.
And we're working on our new thing that we're trying to push a little bit more. We just started bottling our lattes, which isn't necessarily new to the coffee world, but definitely new to us. And that's been really cool. We're trying to get those out into some small businesses like gyms and boutiques and things like that. If we can do like weekly deliveries and just have them stocked in some local businesses, we're starting to get that going.
That's pretty good. You know, that's something extra you can add in and make more money off of that. I'll definitely like if I see it in stores, I'll definitely buy it, you know, and do a review on it and see
Thank
what's the
you.
difference.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. We're really excited about that. So that's like a big thing we've been working on behind the scenes, trying to get that launched in the next, I don't know, month or two,
Yeah.
probably. That's been our big thing recently. So we're pretty excited about that.
It
Who is
does.
your coffee bean supplier? Like who's your local coffee bean supplier? Where do you get your coffee beans from?
Chris's coffee in Latham.
Everybody's getting it from Chris's Coffee.
We love them. We're
Yeah.
obsessed with them, and their customer service is also amazing. They just help us with absolutely everything, and
Mhm.
we can call them at any time of the day, pretty much, and someone's there to help us. So we love supporting them, and we get so many compliments
Yeah.
on the coffee and the beans, and a lot of people are always trying to go get those beans afterwards. We've had great luck with them.
They are really good. The thing is too, is like, what is your process of dialing it in? You have to like dial in first before you even like start preparing. If you got to dial in pretty good, you're pretty much good. You know, being consistent when it comes to making those perfect shots of espresso to make those lattes. You know,
Yeah, yeah, I feel like now we've got it down and we get the same beans every time, so you might need to like with a little bit with each new bag probably, but
Yeah.
honestly, not much I feel like now that because we get the same
Be
roast, we get the same
consistent.
kind. Yeah, they're very consistent there, so we usually have pretty good luck with dialing in. It's usually only a few shots and then we're good to go.
how did you decide to which Like, did you do multiple tests of different roasters beans locally to decide which one would be best fit for you for your coffee cart?
We tried we only tried, I think, one other. We tried, Brutus. Brutus
Mm.
roasting, and we did really like theirs as well.
It was in wholesale.
Yeah, I
Something
don't
like that.
remember. But, I think that was the only other one we tried, and then I think just,
We
like, the
loved it.
customer service and stuff that we got with Chris's, we were like,
Yeah.
"We love these guys," and that really helped push us over the edge with that.
British Roasting, he's just a small roaster. Like, Chris's Coffee, they're big. They're a big, huge corporation. So that's why everybody it's easy to go to them and to
Mhm,
grab it. I like Chris's Coffee, but I like other local ones around the area, especially like Brutus. He's got really great beans. I like
mhm,
his coffee. And then like Crew Coffee is another one that's a big one. And
mhm.
there's other ones around locally that I tried that I really like too, you know. But
What's your
yeah.
go-to?
Another one.
What was that?
Do you have a go-to that you typically buy?
That I typically buy? So right now I'm not really doing a go-to because I've been purchasing coffee beans from different roasters around the area. So
Mhm,
I got so many behind me right now. You see that shelf right there with all those? So those are a bunch of videos that I gotta be doing for Summer Moon Coffee. They're based in Texas, and they're Oakwood roasted processed coffee. I wanted to try different regions and origins. Yeah, I have another one from Swamp Water Roasting from Florida. He's another guy. His is more of like a fruity, notes to it. So he likes the fruity flavors when it comes to his process of beans. And it's
mhm,
really good when you do pour overs, but that's why I don't do much of, like, specific ones. I wanna try to get more content out and highlight roasters and coffee shops. But
mhm.
my actual go-to one is, Social Hour Coffee. They're based in Hawaii, in Maui.
Well, oh, right, you went to Hawaii, didn't you? You're a big
Yep.
Hawaii fan. Yes, I remember talking to you about that.
Yep, and I have a whole bunch of different, like, coffee shops that I reviewed over in Hawaii, but my one favorite one is Vigilate, and he does, like, the artistry of the coffee really good, and I like his stuff. And he's just like Jacob Alejandro a little bit too. Jacob Alejandro is really good.
But yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I love
Uh,
Jacob Alejandro too. Yeah, they're such a great we live in Troy, so we definitely frequent there as well.
Have you tried other coffee shops around locally as you travel to see how can it help you guys improve when it comes to your business?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like when I go to coffee shops now, I'm just so tuned into everything.
Yeah, way more aware, curious about everything there.
Yeah.
Working thing.
Like
So lost.
I'm always tuned into like their machines and stuff. Now when I'm going to a coffee shop, I'm
Their
like, "Oh,
grinder.
what grinder do they
Yeah.
have? What machine do they have?" Like, and all the different menu items and flavors and things that I've never thought of, and
Mhm.
just I feel like I'm so more tuned into, and just like the customer service that you're receiving there as well. I feel like I'm just so much more aware than I ever have been before since we started
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Me
Just to
too.
see what other people are doing and how the customer
I do
service too,
always
I
look
feel
at
like I'm even
machines.
more tuned into now, like how everyone treats the customers, and it makes such a big difference because 'cause we're so big about being, like, so positive, upbeat, regardless of
The day we're having.
yeah, yeah, like, no matter what, like, we're gonna be our best selves to you, so I feel like I've learned that a lot, and so now I'm always just
More
tuned
notice.
Have you, like, just, like, tried
in.
out their different flavor, like, combinations that they have, and you're like, "Oh, maybe this will work for us, and let me try to do something like that," you know? Like, whatever syrups they're doing or combinations?
I've had a few lately, at a coffee shop. They were like Girl Scout cookie themed ones, flavored ones, and I like loved that idea. But we also want to be different and like branch out differently, come up with our own ideas and stuff. But it was something that intrigued me, and I was like, "Let me keep this in the
Yeah.
back of my mind."
She goes to, Get Full
Get both.
Coffee a lot.
I love Get Full. Get
Yeah.
Full is really good. Yeah.
Samoa, a Girl Scout cookie one. It was phenomenal. It was so good. And like an animal cracker one I had too with frosted animal cracker frost, something like that. It was so good. But then again, like yeah, we want to be a little different than other places, and that's very different than other places because that stood out to me. And I was like,
Yeah,
I
I've never
love that
seen
they're doing
frosted.
Girl Scout cookies. They had a Thin Mint one and stuff like that. But it just makes us wanna branch out and think differently and think of other things that maybe other places aren't doing as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, try and think of, like,
something that
Even
make us stand out.
Yeah, like different desserts and stuff. We were working on our spring menu and we had like 10 different lattes we were thinking of and we're looking at it. We're like, every single one of these is a dessert. We need to mix
We need
this
to
up a
cut
little
back.
bit. So there are so many.
Because there's so many different things you can do with coffee. It's insane. Like you can throw in like flour, like lavender or rose, or you can do desserts or fruits. And
Right. Pumpkin.
there's
And then
just
you get,
so
yeah.
many options.
It's
It's
so
just,
hard to
yeah.
narrow it down because that's what our last few weeks have been, just narrowing down our spring menu. And it feels almost impossible.
Are you guys are making your syrups? Are you still using like Tarani and Moen?
For some, yeah,
Usually.
we try and do at least two of our 5 or 6. We do eventually want to have all homemade. I mean, just like
When we're full, not
yeah, when
full
we're full
time.
time, that would be the goal.
Yeah.
But right now, it's really we can't because of just like time. Honestly, we just don't have the time to do every week
Yeah.
six syrups. So we have tried to do at least 2 on every menu. So the banana bread and then usually like one other.
I do feel like eventually, like Lauren was saying, when we are full time, because I do notice that our most popular ones during the seasons are banana bread, of course, because it's every season, but like we get so much love on the other homemade ones, and we just want to do those fully like homemade, the Tarani or what's the other one?
Yeah, so that's a goal of ours to be able to do them all. But currently, it's just not really feasible.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, and especially that you're doing it full time and then doing these pop-ups on top of that. How is like the social media aspect helping you guys expanding? Because I see you guys are doing a lot on TikTok, and
Yeah,
I don't see much of you guys on Instagram. It's more of TikTok, if anything.
that's good.
But has it been growing a lot since?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
In each event we do, we get different groups of like individuals following us, and it just then reposting, and it just keeps expanding, which is super cool. All the love we get.
Yeah. It's
Different
hard
chefs
to
and
keep
stuff.
up with social
Yeah,
media.
she's good at it.
I am like I feel like I live on my phone editing videos and pictures. Like
Yeah, I cannot.
it is so much work and I completely understand why people need like a social because it is crazy. But yeah, we post all the time. I feel like we try and post on Instagram.
You almost have to, like, you have to keep up every single day. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, we do
like
try and post every day, I would say at least. And then, yeah, some of our TikToks have done relatively well, like, especially our setup videos. Those ones do really well.
Yeah.
But man, social media is a lot of work. I never realized it before.
It is a lot of work, and when I'm doing it, it's just like, I am tired. I
Mhm.
just like wanna hire a full-time person that just does my social media stuff. I'll just be behind the camera, I'll be on the camera, someone records for me, and just do all the editing. It makes it so much easier, especially with the podcast. I have, like if it goes for, like, over an hour, I have to do the listening, the editing, making sure there's no mess ups or anything, and then just try to get it right and then post it, and it's just, like, a lot of work. Getting
Yeah.
the title, the captions. Ugh, I have to use ChatGPT half the time to just, like, come up with the stuff that I need.
Yeah.
Captions are so hard. I don't know how people
Are creative.
so creative with them. But social media is just crazy. It's the editing. That's what takes so long. It's insane.
Yeah, poor Lauren, because she does all the
I
editing.
do a lot of editing. I do a lot of editing. But yeah, we're like, oh, the first thing, once we can, the first person we're hiring is like a social media
Yeah.
person because that's where we need the most help. We spend so
Can't
much
even
time on
log on
social
her
media.
It's good because it definitely helps you grow, and you need to do it to get people engaged to come to your pop-ups, and it's not easy. It's a lot of work, but you have to work hard to do the social media aspect for the advertisement because nobody's gonna do it for you but yourself to get people to your business, and it's a lot of there's some coffee shops that are doing it, some aren't, but I
Yeah.
think social media is the biggest play. Having influencers being there to record and highlight you guys is another big play too, because their followership will start seeing that, and you never know. I don't
Yeah.
know how my video turned out with you guys. I don't know if, like,
Oh, it's
anybody
so much.
it did?
St. Peter's,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that was when we were first starting. We probably had I can't even believe you found us because we probably had, like, a few hundred followers at the time, like, not
Yeah.
many at all, and then you posted that video, we probably gained another few hundred.
Yeah, it is so helpful with that.
Yeah.
I mean,
So what you're doing for small businesses is amazing because that definitely helped, like, kickstart us for sure was when you came and found us and posted that video, because without social media, we would not be nearly as successful as we've
You had
been.
to go hand out flyers, check us out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Check us out.
Yeah. Literally.
That is awesome. Like, that really touched my heart because I don't really, like, hear that too often. I just do the video and, like, I don't get any response back for some owners I do and some I don't, and
Mhm.
it just, like, makes me feel happy that I'm doing something to help somebody grow, and that's, like, a great thing to hear that. I really appreciate hearing that from you guys. That's awesome.
Yeah,
That is awesome.
absolutely. Like, it definitely did kickstart us, I would say. Like, you were the first person to come and post a video on us and, like, take a photo of our coffee. So, and it was great. I was, like, one of our first pop-ups. It was amazing.
I know, it's so funny
That
to walk them
Mm.
too.
It's funny because there's another one that just started too. It's called Greens and Grounded. They're another pop-up. So one they do matcha and coffee, and they're the same thing, just like you guys, and they use Chris's coffee, you know, and I
Mhm.
did one of their first pop-ups, and I did a video too.
Sure, it's
It's
gonna
just
help them too
Yeah.
then. That's amazing. They're local as well?
they're local as well. They were in Clifton Park over at Mixer, and it was like a boutique store in
Oh.
Clifton Park, and they were there for their pop up. And I went there and I told them, "Don't say anything that I'm showing up," because they didn't know I was showing up. And I just showed up, did the video and everything, and I'm hopefully that kickstart them. I'm hoping, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure it did, because it definitely did for us, and I'm sure you've gained, like, a bunch of followers since last summer, so it'll probably be even.
It's hard to get like, I don't care really much with the followership, it's just more getting the views. I get the
Mhm.
views, but not the followers. People just view everything, and I get a ton of likes, but then you don't see nobody really following. I don't know. I think, like, after they see your video 4, 5, 6 different times, they'll start to follow you, like, "Okay, this video keep on popping up, I'm liking it, I might as well follow him," you know? And that's
Yeah,
the hardest part.
it's
Like,
so hard.
it's just like my followership has, like, been stagnant, and then I'll get, like, 100, then it'll just stay stuck for, like, a while, and then something good happens on a video, and it'll just start getting another 100, 200, and then just get stuck, and then you get people start to unfollow you
Mhm.
little by little, so you start getting you're getting followerships, and then you start losing followers, and I'm like, "What the hell is going on over here? Am I doing something wrong?" It's like,
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, if I'm not being
yeah,
engaging, or I don't know. I
no.
really don't know.
We lose followers all the time too. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm definitely being annoying on social
I'm like,
media. I'm like, I'm posting like 20 stories. I need to relax.
there's always gonna be that with social media anyways, and you just have to
Yeah.
just keep getting
Yeah.
followers
Yeah.
anyways. People will love you or they'll hate you.
Yeah, the gain always outweighs the loss, I feel
Yeah.
like, at the end of the day. Like, more people are interested than.
One day I lost like 200 followers, and I'm like, "Where the hell did that happen?" In one day. I was like, "What did I do?"
What did I say?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. That is sad though.
And
I
I was
feel
like,
like your videos are always just like positive
Positive.
and uplifting businesses. I
Yeah.
don't know what would cause anyone to.
I don't know, maybe just people just deleting accounts or
Mm,
whatever at this point,
mhm.
but it's just like it's not easy, and I try my best. I try, and I'm glad that, like, my video actually helped you guys get you kickstarted, and you guys are doing very well. Is there anything more to the future that you guys are, like, planning? Like, what are your biggest plans for the next couple of years for Sip Society?
It would be to continue to
Yeah.
grow,
Keep
want
getting our
to.
name out
Yeah,
there.
we want to go full time. That's a huge goal. Bring on some more people,
Yeah,
get
Monday
another
through
car.
Friday. Yes.
Yeah.
Get another cart so we can be at obviously 2 places at one.
That's our main goal. Definitely
Yeah.
just to go full time, bring on some extra help, because right now it's just the two of us doing
Oh,
absolutely
get our
everything.
trailer up and running.
Yeah.
That is my number one.
So the trailer though is just for transport for now. It's not like a
Oh,
coffee
yeah,
trailer.
just to bring our stuff to the event.
Yeah, we would like to do a coffee trailer eventually. That's another goal. But yeah, just to grow the team, hopefully over the next year or so, get another cart,
Keep
go
booking
full
Monday through
time, and
Fridays.
be able to book. Yeah,
Or
like 7 days a week
yeah.
would be the biggest goal for us.
Have you ever decided just to do just a mobile cart and not an actual trailer, like, to hook up? Just have it on wheels, and back in the back, you just have all your coffee stuff, generator in the back, and you're ready to go. Wouldn't that be much easier where you could just park it somewhere?
Yes,
Yes.
but we do a lot of inside
Hmm.
events where we need like, people love the little cute cart, being able to roll it up and pull it up, like, into their
Yeah.
wedding and stuff.
It's dependent on the event.
Yeah, or if it were outside and we're doing a pop-up, I would love nothing more than just to pull that trailer up and just be set up ready, and
Yeah.
not have to do all the tear.
It would be great to have both. Like, if we
Yeah.
could just pull up to, a large festival with a trailer, and then we can have more equipment and be able to bust out more coffees also would be great. And then also have the cart and can do more intimate things
Yeah.
inside as well for showers and weddings and
Mhm.
corporate events. People want us inside for, at like wherever their place of business is and things like that too. So to get both would be great.
Would it be beneficial for you guys to be in a farmer's market? Are you planning on something like that? Because that would be amazing to see you guys in a farmer's market, and I can go there every weekend or whatever weekend that the farm market is hosting and just go see you guys and get myself a cup of coffee.
We would love that, but we love doing private events too, so again, we would need a second cart so one of us could take to the farmer's market if it's a day we book, like a wedding or a shower. So we could do both because we also don't wanna miss out on more intimate, like, private events because that's where experiences, like, for the bride or whoever's party it is. But again, the farmer's market would be super beneficial for us
Yeah.
as well. We just would need to
Yeah, the 2 cart thing because, like, we are in Troy, so obviously the Troy Farmers Market is huge and amazing, but as far as we've learned that you do have to go for all 52 weeks of the year as a food vendor, unless that has changed, which is possible, but that was the last time we heard, so with 1 cart, it's just not feasible for us until we get 2 carts, and then we could commit to every week of the
Yeah.
year.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Man,
I know, it's unfortunate.
I would love
that
to set
is
every
I
Saturday
know.
on in the summer and
I know,
go
because
to
'cause we're
I
so our schedule's sporadic, so it's tough for people to find us, which stinks.
I have a feeling that you guys are gonna have your brick and mortar place probably by next year. I have a feeling.
I would cry. That would be
that
absolutely amazing. We would
yeah,
do
because
anything for that.
it would be amazing, and then also having the car and being able to do both.
If
Yeah,
you was to have if you was to have your brick and mortar, what location would you plan on having it?
so hard.
I
We
love Troy
we love Troy, but Troy has
so
so
much.
many
But
coffee
s
shops. But but we love Troy.
I know,
I know,
it's
I'm
so
like,
good,
"But what would one
but
more be so bad?" Troy would probably be, like, our
I mean,
first
Saratoga
choice. It's
yeah,
kinda far. Probably somewhere
around
around
here.
the Troy area, down here somewhere, whether it's actually in downtown Troy or somewhere nearby. Do, like, downtown Cohoes even. They have the
Yeah,
Daisy right now, but is that pretty much it in downtown Cohoes right now? Like, they have that little downtown Main Street is
Yeah.
really long. It's really cute.
oh, yeah, we smokes.
Yeah.
I seen a lot of good restaurants and then the Daisies over there,
Mhm.
and yeah, I think it would be perfect over there, especially the only competition you really got is Daisy. It's not really if you do it in Troy, you have a lot. You have
Right.
Stacks, you have Alias, Jacob Alejandro,
Mhm.
you have
Yeah.
all these other like you have Little Pecs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There are so many.
Yeah, maybe we need
There's
a
so
Maybe
many.
location.
maybe we do Cohoes instead.
Yeah, yeah. Or,
I think it
like,
would be perfect.
park
Yeah, because we love the Daisy, which I guess technically they'd be our competition, but that's okay. We love that still. Because they're such a great cafe. And then like Smith's, we love
yeah.
Smith's
Oh,
as
yeah.
well. And I just feel like that downtown is
The strip
there.
is so cute.
Yeah, it's just getting better and better each year. So I feel like it's just gonna continue to like better businesses are gonna keep coming in.
There's so many coffee shops that are just opening up, pop-up carts, and it's just so many. I just think it's never gonna end, and it's just constantly, like I think a lot of local is expanding, and all these, like, corporate chains are just, like, closing down,
Yeah.
and it's great to see that more people like you, local, are supporting the community, and people are going more towards local than going into these actual chains, these corporate chains, and it's great to see that, and I'm so happy that people are actually realizing, why am I going to this corporate chain where I get garbage food or go to like, a Starbucks and get this horrible coffee or overpriced coffee where I can go somewhere where it's local and I can get the best coffee out there, the great customer service and like the interaction and the vibes. And you
Yeah.
guys are just doing very well at that.
Thank you. Yeah, I completely agree. People are definitely moving away from
Yeah.
the chains. It's like
The
people are finally realizing the small business.
love for small businesses or businesses in general, from other business owners and just
the
The
community.
community is huge and it's been amazing and really something cool to be a part of for sure.
Yeah, because neither of us have, like, been part of the small business community before, like, we were talking and no one in our family is a business owner, and we don't really know what this world is about until we just started this. And everyone has we've had so many people reach out and just like try to help us and do anything they can to help support us. And it's just such an amazing little small business community to be a part of. It's so cool. All the people we've
Yeah.
met and places we've been to now. It's like its own little niche. It's so cool.
Yeah, and
It's so fun.
everyone's always willing to, like,
Go above
reach
and
out
beyond.
yeah, or, like, reach out if you need
Mhm.
any, like, guidance on how to go about owning
Any
a business,
yeah.
anything, yeah, so it's super
Which we
supportive.
do need guidance on, which is great. Or it's still just learning and it's all so new to us, but everyone's so supportive. It's been amazing. It's so great.
That's good that you have, like, other local businesses or other people trying to help you guys grow, and that's a great thing, and we
Mhm.
wanna see you grow, and that's the whole point of doing something like that. How hard was it for you guys to, like you go from county to county, to different area. Each one has different regulations when it comes to having this specific permit, and that. Like, has that been a struggle for you guys, or you guys are pretty much know, like, what the documentation or, like, guidance you need to do those pop-ups, especially when you're doing different counties in different areas?
Yeah, we pretty much
Yeah.
know Albany and Rensselaer are pretty similar, right?
Yeah, Albany and Rensselaer are pretty similar. So we have like our permanent health certificates in Albany and Rensselaer County. And then when we travel to other counties, we usually do like a temporary permit just for that specific event. So there's some like additional
Sometimes
fees
they let
and
you do multiple events
yeah.
all in, like, the one town.
hmm
Health
But we've learned and now we have, like, contacts at the health departments and everything that also help us when we have these events in, like, Saratoga County or wherever, and we just need to get these temporary permits. So it's definitely been a learning curve, but I feel like now we kind of have it down. Yeah, but every county, it's crazy how it's all so different.
so I'm always like, "Oh my gosh, we're in a different county."
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we're like, "Okay, now we gotta reach out to this health department." Like, there's always something with the mobile aspect of it, which starting, we didn't really think of how each county is gonna have their own individual rules and policies, and you're thinking just kind of like New York State in general, and that is just not the
Yeah.
case.
Yeah, exactly. They're very strict from county to county, and it's
Mhm.
hard. Have any of the, like, health like, the Department of Health came over to you guys and say, "Hey, you're missing this, you're missing that, or you need to do this, you need to do that," you know? Any different?
We haven't had anyone actually like, we go and get our inspections, but we haven't had anybody come to an event.
Yeah, and if they were there, and you just had to
Yeah.
make sure you had
Yeah, we did the breast cancer awareness walk last
but yeah, no
October,
one's
but
came up to us.
yeah. And then we just get our inspections in the Rensselaer and Albany, and then the temporary permits, we get those for the one-off events that we have. And so far, everything has been good, and everything's been, yeah, we're approved in all the ways that we need to be.
So, since you do all these pop-ups and you go to these weddings and all these crazy events, anything crazy that goes on that, like, anybody came up to you or done anything crazy while you were at these pop-ups?
No, just our machine or something illegal
Oh,
or
yeah, we've had the
something.
definite like machine problems.
Or
Like when
like
we first started, we had like this
yeah.
but we had that one weird guy at St. Pete's. He thought we were part of, like, a tax fraud ring or something. What did he
Yeah,
say to us? He's like yeah, he came
permit
storming
something.
over. He's like, "Are you charging sales New York State
Oh, yeah.
sales tax?" We're like, "Yes." We're like, "We are charging New York State sales tax." He's like, "Are you sure you have a whatever type of form?" I'm like,
Straight
"Yes."
up
He's like, "Oh, I thought you
banks.
were part of this tax fraud ring that somebody was, like, I don't know, he was part of or something," and that was weird.
Yeah, that was
I don't
probably our
know.
only weird public. All
Yeah.
other things are just our own mistakes that, like, we're
Yeah.
forgetting to plug something in the water.
Yeah, our mobile plumbing is sometimes an issue. But we had to upgrade all of our machines actually only after a few months, which was unfortunate.
But we love it.
Yeah, but
So
now we
we're
have
happy
really
about it.
good machines. But we had to upgrade our espresso machine and our grinder like 2 or 3 months in, which was rough financially.
Anything crazy, like any drunken guys or, like, any wedding events or anything, like, happen crazy or no, just malfunction?
Not
Yeah,
yeah,
mostly
malfunction.
malfunctions. Everyone we've served has really been pretty great so far.
We've had good experiences,
Yeah, we really
honestly,
have.
with
Our
people.
customers have been really great and just like really receptive to
That's
us.
like
I know.
yeah.
But yeah, it's
I'm not
really
gonna
been more like just malfunctions from being mobile, like our pump not working or our pump leaking and getting water everywhere, which is
in our cart.
yeah, which
Yeah.
can be an issue. But I feel like we have that down now, pretty under control. But yeah, everyone's been honestly pretty good.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of
That's
these
good.
people, like, they love coffee over alcohol, so we're not getting any of the drunk people yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone's pretty good.
Not that you're throwing some booze and alcohol in there. Here you go. Here's your espresso martini.
Maybe we'll come back with a different story.
Yeah, yeah. That would be we also would love to be able to do alcohol eventually. That's another but obviously liquor license is pretty difficult to get, but that would be great. So then we could do like
Yeah.
espresso martinis and mimosas and things like that for these private events as well.
So that's another goal.
That is another goal, and, like, I see, like, I look other coffee shop owners that I know are planning to get their liquor license, but he says, "Man, it's a process," and they just wanna do just basic stuff, nothing crazy, and I
Yeah.
told him, like, "It's a lot. You have to deal with people and that are drunk or they come into your place, and then you're reliable, like, if something happens or you
Mhm.
sell it to a minor, that's a whole big risk, and then you have to go through a whole different insurance thing with your business too." But they wanna do it, so
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a
Big
huge process,
responsibility.
and there is a lot of liability in it, absolutely. But I feel like I do see more and more cafes that are offering like, they're turning into kind of like a cocktail, bar in the evening. I feel like that's becoming more
This is super
popular,
cute.
kinda
Yeah.
to cocktails, which is pretty cool.
yeah, like the Daisy's doing that, like daytime coffee, nighttime you get dinner and cocktails.
Yeah.
Um, I actually went there with my daughter and I wanted to try like the Nutella, I guess, bread. I thought it was like a Nutella like French toast. Then I had it and I was like, "Oh, it wasn't even that great." It was like so one person does food reviews. He hyped this thing so much, right? So I went over there. I said, "Let me try it out," right? I went there with my daughter. She had an egg sandwich, and then I had that, and I did not like it at all. It wasn't for me. You know, it's like I should have just stuck with the avocado toast that I originally got. That was like the best thing that they had. But that Nutella bread thing that they got, it was just not. It was not there.
Wow, that's so funny. Okay, well, we'll know not to get the
Yeah.
Nutella. Well, maybe we'll try it out, and we'll also get the avocado toast.
And I was just not a fan of it, and I just felt really bad, and I didn't wanna say anything. If I become a food critic, I'll be so bad at businesses because I could tell you how bad it is or tell you if it's good or not. I'm very particular when it comes to flavor and seasoning, and if you don't season or you just don't do it right, I'm just gonna tell you how it is.
Yeah.
Same thing
Those
with coffee.
good reviewers we need.
Yeah.
We need real reviewers, not people that are just like, "This is great," at every at every place. There's no way every place
I'd done a lot of different places where I had really bad coffee. It was the first time I went. I went there the second time. I told them how bad it was. This need to be adjusted. Can you do this? If they gave me a second one, shitty, and I talked to the person, I'm gonna do the review video. I won't do it on the first one. I'll give it on the second one, and I'll tell you what you did wrong and what I expected for the next one. And if it comes out shitty, I'll put the review video up, and there you go. You've just buried your grave.
Yeah, I mean, because what are you gonna do, lie?
Yeah.
You know, it's tough. It's a
Maybe
tough
they'll never
situation.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't wanna put the business in harm on the first incident that I have. You know, I would leave, come back the second time, talk to the person, tell them like, "This is what I had. I'm giving you a chance to correct it, and then if it doesn't get corrected, I'll post a video. If it gets corrected, I'll post a video and say, 'Yep, they were really good,'" you know?
Right, an honest review.
An honest review. Exactly. I give it the second try. The first try, I won't do it because I don't wanna have a whole big bad thing on my shoulder bashing a business because how crappy their coffee is or they did something wrong. They may have had an off day, you know?
Yeah.
So I give it the second
Not
time.
everything can be perfect, unfortunately. It
Yeah,
happens.
and that's the whole thing being in the, you know, restaurant or business alone. Everybody has their rough days and you have to give them a second chance or a third time, depending. But I'm the type of person that I won't bash a business. And if someone is calling me to come over to do a review video, I told them flat out, I'm going to be honest. If it's not where I expect it to be, expect a bad review, you
Right.
know? I won't do the video unless I go back for the second time and you correct it or you give me a second one you say, "Here, do the video because I just didn't like it," and you give me another one, I'm like, "Okay, then I'll do it."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No, that makes sense.
Mhm.
Have you had, like a bad experience 2 times in a row?
Yeah, I did, and I went to Stagecoach, and that was one that I didn't like the pastries. I did the video on that one. So
Mhm.
that one I posted up and, I'll give 'em a third try and try it
Right.
out. I'll go back this summer and see how it is. There was another one too that I did. There was, like, a couple of videos that I did that
Mhm.
I put bad reviews, but those are the ones that got more traction. The ones with the negative reviews get more traction than the ones with the positive
I
reviews.
bet I bet they do because
Well, they
because
want the truth too before
right.
they go try.
People do want the truth, and you are giving people multiple chances, which is nice because to give someone a bad review after one try, I do feel
Mhm.
like probably isn't fair to at least give them a chance,
Or
to
try
make up
some.
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is so that's great that you do that. You at least give people a chance to make it right.
Yeah, definitely to make it right, and I feel bad. I feel bad, and my whole thing is being positive in my channel and supporting local businesses, but if you're that bad, I'm just not. I have a heart, and I don't really wanna post a video. There
Mhm.
was a lot other ones that I did that I didn't post a video at all, but I just thought about it and like, "You know what? I'll just let it go."
Right, because also right, you don't need to post it either. Like you could just be like, I'm just not going to say it. So I guess it could be
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are the next steps of drinks? What are you guys are planning for drinks?
For
Releasing our spring
yes.
menu
Yes.
in a month or a couple weeks.
Yeah, well, we
Okay.
might
It's my
drop it.
birthday.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's what we were doing today. We were practicing a bunch of our spring
Flavors.
drinks. We actually probably will just put the menu out maybe next week.
Yeah, I keep forgetting it's like March already. Yeah, what else?
Do
Yeah,
you
the
remember what's
bottled
on it?
lattes we
We
mentioned.
had one favorite, like a true favorite on it this time.
Oh, on our spring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a pistachio.
Salted.
Yeah, the
So
honey pistachio.
yes, salted honey pistachio.
It was so good.
Okay.
My second favorite was the carrot cake.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a carrot cake house-made syrup. That'll be our
Yeah.
second, house-made syrup for this menu, which is really, really good. We're really excited about that carrot cake one. It actually might be my favorite.
Yeah, it's super good. That was the one dessert we were like, we have to keep on the menu.
Yeah.
We realized we had like 10 dessert ones on there. What
And
else? Honey lavender because we want something springish.
and then we had
We
one
just did
more.
this today and I can't think straight.
Oh, the white mocha raspberry.
Yes. Is that it?
Yeah. Yeah, I think those 4.
Oh, oh yeah. Then we
And the
just
banana bread.
tested the one for tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
think
was
that
good.
was it. I think we have the honey lavender, it's a carrot cake, the pistachio, salted honey pistachio,
And the white chocolate.
and the
raspberry.
white chocolate raspberry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those are gonna be our
The
spring menu
pistachio
items.
was so good. Pistachio
Yeah.
is my favorite flavor. Coffee, like I get it all the time with pistachio cold foam. So I was like so happy about putting this one on the menu.
Here's the thing. Pistachio I have tried from multiple places. There's only one place that perfected it. That
Mm.
I truly like. So this Yemenis, there are a bunch of Yemenis coffee shops that are opening. So there are two. There's Shaban and then Komari. Those are two are in Latham. There's a third one opening up in Latham too. So I'm waiting for them to open up so I can do their video. But I got the pistachio lattes in both of them. And Komari is the one that has the best pistachio latte ever. It's creamy, great
Well,
sweetness levels with the pistachio. Oh my God. It's just to die for. And what they use is condensed milk
Interesting.
and they put the pistachio cream with the condensed milk. I don't know how they do it, but it's just so good. It's like one of the best. So if you ever have a chance to go to Latham, go
Mhm.
over to Komari, try out their pistachio latte. Let me know what you guys think. And
I'm going
their
to do that.
and their cakes, their milk cakes are just phenomenal. Just the pastries alone are just phenomenal.
We'll definitely try that. I have seen so many people posting those 2 shops recently, and everything looks insane. They both look so good.
They do, but I had both of them, and I didn't like the pastries over in Komari, it's just bland, and their pistachio latte was, like, not where I want it to be. It just didn't have pistachio flavor, it was just very, like, light. I'll have to go back for a second time and try it out because it
Mhm.
was just opening, but when I went to Komari, on point, on point.
Dude,
Especially you. You
I
were the
know.
pistachio queen.
I am. I'll order it any time of the year, everywhere I go.
No, that's so good. We'll definitely try it out. I would love to because everyone's videos are looking so good because we follow all the coffee reviewers now and been going there and it just does look amazing.
Have you seen, like, all my video reviews?
Sorry, go ahead.
Have you seen all my coffee review videos? And you look at it and you're like, "Damn, how is he getting all these crazy drinks?"
Yeah, jealous of
Yes.
your friend's flight one with the Central Perk or How You Doing one. That
It was a coffee flight.
yeah, you did a coffee flight, and it was the
Yeah, the French.
Friends themed.
Yeah. That was at Boutique Coffee Made Simple.
Yes. Okay.
I've seen so many posts
Yeah.
about that place recently. They sound like they are really good.
They are really good. Nicole is an amazing person. It's her and her daughter. They're like the dynamic duo. And
Oh,
they do a lot of gluten-free stuff in there too, because 'cause they're gluten intolerant, and they have, like, the flights. They even have the bucket lattes, that's going on that's been viral for so long, and it's just resurfacing back, but that's the first, like I think they're the first in the upstate area, besides Broadway Coffee that did it last year. They are bringing the bucket lattes, and then you bring your bucket back, and they'll refill it, and you save 10% off, which is pretty cool.
That's pretty.
wow.
That is real. How many espresso shots are in those?
They wanted to do 6, but I told them do 5. 5 is perfect.
Yeah, five's good because I
Yeah,
was
you
like,
said so.
yeah, because we were actually just talking about those buckets today, and we were like, oh my god, there's got to be at least 6 shots in those, which is crazy.
Yeah,
But they,
5 is the magic number.
yeah,
Oh,
five.
yeah.
That seems good. Seems like enough.
I could do 6 if it was
5 espresso
pistachio.
shots at once is a lot.
Yeah.
And
Like,
for a 32 ounce, that's insane, you
yeah,
know?
Yeah.
it's a lot of espresso. You're gonna be good for the day for sure, and the
That's
night.
like my that's like my coffee for the morning and I'm done. No more.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's all you need. But that place does seem really cool, and the flights are such a great idea. I love seeing
I loved that too. There was another
there's a
one.
Gilmore Girls one, I think, too, right?
I did a Gilmore Girls one with, Mocha Lisa's in Clifton Park, but it was not great, not great.
No, not great.
They put the salt around, like, the coffee cup rim, and it was
Mm.
supposed to be like a salted caramel macchiato or whatever latte, and when you drank it, you just straight up salt. I told them, "Get rid of the salt out of the rim," so they did, and then I told them, "Change this didn't have this." They went I said, "Who the hell is drinking your drinks?
Right.
Like, who's testing it and you releasing it? Like, come on." And, it's like, they're not consistent. That's the one coffee shop that you either one day you get a good cup of coffee or a good latte, and then the next day you don't. It's just not consistent at all. And I it's just like the staffing. I don't think they measure or like do whatever when they're in the back there. They're either just pouring it or one person's actually measuring it and then the other person's just pouring it and just don't care. And then like who comes up with there's like 4 owners for that one coffee shop. And I told them, if you're gonna do something like that, call me. Let me taste it out. Let me see if it's good or not. And if it's not good, I'll tell you what needs to change and how to adjust it, and then we'll redo it, and then, "Oh, sorry, this is good. Release it," you know?
You should do that. That should be like a
Interesting.
side gig for you. Another one.
What?
Another side
Yeah.
gig. That's all you need.
Offensive.
But, like, to be, like, a coffee shop's taste tester. Because we need a
Wait,
taste tester.
I was-
We, like, are gonna throw up from drinking so
Yeah.
much coffee
I
when we're
got sick the
tasting.
last time, and then we were tasting our spring menu today, and I said how fun it would be if we had people come and taste.
Yeah, like, do, like, a little
party
party, taste testing party.
because I love coffee, and then I'll just keep drinking it fully.
Yeah, and then by the
I feel
end,
like-
we've drank 10 coffees, and we're gonna get sick.
so that's a good that's a good side gig. Throw it in there
Yes.
with the rest of your gigs.
Yeah, if you're not pissed off.
That'd be our tip.
I should post a story, like, any coffee shop owners that are tired of taste testing their drinks, do you want someone like me? I'll taste them,
Yes!
and I'll
I
let
would
you
be
know.
honest about yes.
Yeah.
I would be like,
Yeah.
that's
So
actually
funny.
such a great idea. That could be a
Because
job.
When we
Whole
first
job.
started off and we were doing pop-ups, we wanted our friends or sister or whoever would be brutally honest with us. Like, what
Yeah.
do we need to change? Or what do we need less of or more of? So like that really is so helpful because some would just like drink it and be like, it's good. And we're like, no, like actually tell us the truth because
Right.
we wanna
Yeah.
so that is like actually like a good thing. Like you have that feedback, especially starting off or just change.
just in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's needed. It's definitely a needed aspect, actually. So you could definitely, people would hire you, I bet.
We'll call you up. We'll drop the fall menu,
Yeah.
the summer menu.
Yeah,
Like,
seriously.
We'll do a confidentiality, so I won't release what's going on with the menu. I just do the taste test. All right, this is good, and when you guys release it, I'll just repost it on my stories, and here you go.
Perfect.
Try it out.
Right.
I was the one that tried firsthand.
Right.
So
I had the first test, actually.
You'll get a free bills for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you always get, yeah.
For life.
Yeah, we'll always have a Bills ready for you. Absolutely.
the thing is too is like when I'm trying out a latte, I want to make sure I get some of the espresso to try out the espresso. The sweetness level is like I do it in different categories. So what the sweetness level is it perfectly balanced with the espresso? Am I getting the espresso with the sweetness of like the drink you're trying to create? So if you're making a white chocolate mocha raspberry latte, I want a hint of raspberry, the white chocolate, the espresso, and then what the sweetness level is, and if it's balanced or not. Cold foams is like a hit or miss, but normally half the time when you're drinking the drink, the straw's down below, unless you drink it in or from the top, then you're getting the cold foam. But I drink mostly with the straw anyways, because I'm like downing the damn drink,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, I try to do different categories and see how like the balance is and if it's perfect or not.
Wow.
You know,
You have it
some
down.
people, yeah, it's like some people like it sweet, some people don't. I'm very different. I like it in the middle. I think a medium level of that will be perfect.
Yeah, I think that's the hard part when like making a menu and deciding how you want your drinks to be. Like, 'cause some cafes are more sweet than others. And I think that's just how all their drinks are. So it's hard when you're like when we were starting and be like, well, how sweet do we make it? Like, how sweet do we want our coffees to be? Like, how do we find that middle ground?
Yeah, it was
Which is
tough in the
really tough
beginning
because everyone
'cause
has
we
such different preferences.
yeah, and you were like, "You like sweet,"
I
and
like
I
a
was
little
like
sweeter.
a black coffee hot drinker, like, I didn't need any flavor, I'm fine. So we always were like, "Well,
Yeah.
what's too sweet or what's, like,
Right. So I feel like
it's a lot."
because of that, we've tried to find a middle ground of it, which has been beneficial, I think,
Yeah, because
for us.
we were on opposite
Yeah, total opposite spectrums, I think.
with our coffee
Yeah.
tastes.
It depends on the brand you use, especially for your syrups.
Mhm.
Torani, I got so used to Torani for a long time, and that was, like, the biggest thing. Torani was, like, so big. Now that I have tried, like, Monin, and I try, like, the 1883 or whatever the other brands are, and I try other brands, Torani is just, like I'm just over Torani with their flavors.
Mhm.
But if someone is making, like, their syrups in-house, I love that. Trying the someone's homemade syrups makes the drink so much better than just using the artificial ones that you get. Monin is the one that I use mostly. I have some Torani ones, like flavors that you just can't get with Monin, so I just keep those. But I prefer Monin better than Torani. But if you're making like your syrups in-house, that goes a long way. And the one person that does it is Jacob Alejandro. He makes his syrups in-house and he makes his drinks phenomenal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
I love that
absolutely. His
answer.
coffees are so good. Like, I mean, I think like the top cafe in the area.
That
And you absolutely can tell. You can tell immediately with a drink if it's a house-made syrup or not. Like you get a plain vanilla latte, so obvious when it's a house-made
yeah.
vanilla in there.
I, like, will never drink vanilla or, like, those ones because our homemades are just so
Yeah,
taste, and
that's why we definitely
that's what
want to
we
get
love about
into it
it. Yeah.
too and be able to do it
When
the
we're
same, like do all of our
well,
syrups house-made because it is such a difference. You can tell immediately.
yeah. Like, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing when I hate going to a coffee shop is when the barista's making the drink and they just, like, don't do the ratios right where they have to, like, make the drink. So they'll pour the shot of espresso in, and then they'll put the milk. They, like, do everything wrong. Like, they just have the ice, shot of espresso in, then they put the milk, and then, like, all the ice is melted, it's all watered down. And I'm like, "What are you doing?" Or they just take the cup and put it right under the machine, and they just brew it right there. And I'm like, "You're not doing it right." And I know that you can make you're making a bad latte for me, and I just don't want it, and I just want my money back.
You're like, the order matters. It does. The
Yeah,
order of how you make the drink does matter. Yeah, because 'cause you're right. If you just pour it at least I think as well, if you pour the espresso, like, straight over ice, it's just melting the ice down immediately, and then you just have water.
yeah, yeah, and I hate when you, like, get the drink and, like, you get it hot, like, you get an iced latte, and then when you sip on it, it's hot and it's not mixed,
Mm.
so that's another thing. Not enough ice in the actual cup itself too. The ice was makes the difference too.
Like a lukewarm, like, iced latte,
Yeah.
but it's
Yes.
more warm. Yeah.
So what is your go-to drinks every morning? Like, how do you like your coffee every morning?
I am basic, like, with because I don't have an actual espresso machine in my apartment, so I'm really just I have a regular drip coffee maker that I just use Chobani creamer in every morning, so
I
that's
love
my
that.
regular
What
one.
flavor Chobani?
I love which I know is very controversial, but I love the cookie dough creamer from Chobani.
That sounds good.
Chobani's got really good creamer. I love Chobani creamers.
I completely
Good.
switched to Chobani creamer. I love it. It's so good because they're like
It
a
is so
New
good.
York company.
I'm just a drip coffee as well, and I love it just black. Honestly, like ever since doing this business, now I add honey and almond milk, but I like always love just plain black coffee because I've always just liked the taste of like the espresso beans or regular coffee beans, but not needing any flavor. But now I spice it up and I add honey and almond milk.
Yeah. And at
I'm
the
so
cart, I
used
do
to
banana
here.
bread, I would say.
Yeah, at the cart, I mix it up too. I probably, what do I do? Banana bread, but I'll be doing pistachio all the spring.
Yeah.
Or like the gingerbread I loved
Yeah.
when we did that during Christmas time.
And the maple. I was a maple fanatic this winter. I loved a maple latte. I went to
She was.
Stowe, Vermont over the winter, and all they have there are maple lattes, and it was amazing. And so I made us add it to the menu, and
I love maple lattes and I love Vermont maple syrup. There's
Mhm.
this one place up in Vermont that's like farther out, 4.5 hours out. It's called April's Maple, and I love their maple syrup. They have like their whole maple like I guess like farm that goes on, and they have all the lines coming in, and then they like do all the maple syrups there, and they have a little cafe there. I love it, and I use their maple syrup for like my drinks.
Maple syrup in coffee is so underrated. I feel like
It
it
is
is
good.
so good. It was I'm
Yeah.
obsessed
What
with it
else
ever
have
since.
to be a
And
maple?
Vermont maple syrup is so good. I feel like it's different than other maple syrup.
Other maple,
Yes.
brown sugar maple?
I think we did a brown sugar.
Brown sugar maple, yeah, like a maple brown sugar shaken espresso. That's
Yeah.
like a big
Oh,
thing.
that used to be my favorite thing from Starbucks. I always did them for shaking espresso. Okay, this was like when I was in college and needed to make it through my exams. But we did a maple cold foam recently for our French toast one that's on our menu in the cold foam.
Yeah, that's good too.
I want you guys to make this drink, all right? If you can make it. I want a coconut macadamia nut latte.
Wait, we got the
We
macadamia.
have
I was saying we need to release
Yeah.
a coconut one, but I said summertime because I was thinking
Yeah,
of
but we
like
could put it
the
coconut macadamia. I don't know if I've ever had
I
coconut
love
flavor in
coconut.
coffee.
The Samoa one I got from Goodball is
Was
coconut, obviously,
coconut.
because that's yeah.
Coconut macadamia nut. Yep, that's an island thing from Hawaii.
So that's like
Wait,
a
we
thing
should
over there?
order
I didn't even
toasted-
know.
Or we should order coconut and try to put it out because I mean, we could add more than
That's very popular in Hawaii, the coconut macadamia.
Yep, coconut macadamia nut, and then another thing that's popular is their banana macadamia nut lattes.
Really?
Oh my gosh, I love anything vanilla.
I know. Well, we have our banana bread, so we could just throw in some.
And then they have a honey version, but they have like the island honey over there. So it's like a honey something, and ube is a big thing. So if you can guys can get an ube syrup and do like a ube cold foam, love ube.
Oh my gosh, we got this.
Wow. Okay, we got to look
Yeah.
into it.
What was I gonna say?
Something about the coconut.
Yeah, no, it was back to the macadamia.
Well, we have
Oh,
macadamia
yeah.
nut on our menu currently.
Yeah.
A hazelnut. What was it? Hazelnut macadamia. White chocolate macadamia nut we were doing. But I really
That's good.
now I want to try like the banana bread. That sounds really good.
Yeah. Anything.
Try it out, trust me. And the coconut macadamia nut, I do that. So I have like the coconut and macadamia nut syrup, and then I use the Chobani creamer and I froth it up and I put it like a cold foam on top. So good.
Okay, we're gonna have to try
Yeah.
it. That would be such a good summer drink.
Yeah, for sure.
If you release it, you got to say inspired by the Daily Brew reviewer.
We'll name it.
Absolutely, we'll name it after you.
Definitely. Is there anything you guys want to say? How people can find you? Anything that you want to put in there?
Well, we do post every pop up on our social media, so that's the best way on Instagram or TikTok.
Yeah.
To find us for public pop ups.
Yeah. So keep an eye on our Instagram for our schedule. Our Instagram's the Sip Society _518. And then that's really our main thing. We're getting into these bottled lattes. If anyone's interested in, chatting with us about us stocking them with some bottled lattes, we'd love to chat and see if we can figure something out. Otherwise, you will catch us out on the streets this summer. Hopefully we'll be everywhere and you'll be able to come to a pop-up soon.
I'll definitely have their handles down in the description for the TikTok and the Instagram so you guys can follow them and you can find where their next pop-up event is going to be at. And hopefully by next year, I'm praying for next year, they have a brick and mortar shop where you guys can actually see them locally and be there all the time and just order some good coffee, Sip Society. Girls are just amazing. Hopefully, you guys will get that store. And I want to thank you guys for being part of the podcast.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you
you
for
so much for
having
having
us.
us. We really appreciate you.
And maybe we'll be back next year with the grand opening date.
But you guys got to invite me for the grand opening date so I could be there to do that grand opening video.
Absolutely, you'll be there. First one on the invite list.
Thank you for tuning in to the Behind the Roast podcast. We hope you enjoy hearing from Alyssa and Lauren of the Sip Society as much as we did. Their passion for coffee and community is truly inspiring. Be sure to follow them on social media to catch their next pop-up event and taste their delicious creations. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review. Until next time, keep brewing up those dreams.